Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. And welcome. Welcome to day 4. Where is it? Over here. I never can get that right. Okay, you guys are going to be a little suspicious of the reason I can't seem to get the pointing right when I show you how I'm celebrating day 4. Hang on. Okay, now, you guys, do you remember me saying I was celebrating dry January? So that has not changed. So for any of our participants in our live stream or any of our YouTube and Facebook supporters that see this live stream some other day, I want to show you, they're not sponsoring this video, but I thought this was amazing. You guys, this is called Reese's Zero Proof. This is their lime margarita. And of course, those of you that know me, I've talked about this before. Even if you don't know me, you know I've mentioned that to me, it's all about upgrading your experience. That video I did on romanticizing your life. So when I have any type of cocktail, even just having a cup of coffee, I want a special cup, a special glass. So of course I have a set of margarita glasses. So just because, as you can see on the screen, this is, oh, it kind of blends in a little bit with the green screen, but this is a craft mocktail. And you guys, I cannot say enough about this company. You get a 6-pack of different flavors. So yesterday I had something called an Island Breeze. The day before that, I had their Cosmopolitan. The day before that, I had a Paloma. It's been amazing. It's fabulous. And this one, this is my second craft mocktail. The entire can is 35 calories. And my first one, my sweet husband Mark was kind enough to have a sugar rim. So I'm not eliminating sugar. I'm just doing dry January and I'm kickstarting my health and wellness goals. Okay, now it really does sound like I've been drinking, but I kickstarted my health and wellness goals. So we're going to be talking about that today because those of you that have been participating know that day 4 is all about thriving, right? Your 5 goals, your non-negotiables that we're going to be talking about in today's challenge. So cheers to you. We will do that again. We'll do another cheers at the end. One more because that craft mocktail is so, so good. So for those of you that are joining us right now, I can see some of you are already joining us. Thank you. You guys are so good about being on time. Again, we're running this from about 5:30 to 5:45. And today I've got another meeting at 5:45. So it is a hard stop at 5:45, you guys, maybe even 5:44. So let me go ahead and start unclicking some of these banners because guess what? It says it's going to start soon. And we started, so we are good to go. So I want to officially welcome you guys to your new year, to a new you challenge. And as you know, we have done Money Matters Monday. We've done D-Tech Tuesday. We are on day 4. Yesterday was Say the Word Wednesday. And some of you might remember that my word was momentum. One of our viewers, Jennifer, who's our all-star, I don't think she's missed a live stream. Her word was, oh, hang on. Resilience. Okay, again, it's going to really look like that's not a mocktail. I didn't know why, but I went with reinvention at first because I knew her word started with an R, and reinvention is just also a powerful word to me. But yeah, I like resilience even better because that means you can just bounce back and just have an amazing perspective. So all of those challenges really do feed into what we're going to talk about today. So under your Thrive for 5, you were supposed to, oh, and by the way, this is the checklist and cheat sheet. So anytime you join one of our challenges, for those of you who've not gotten this yet, I'm going to show you again how to get this. So this is the checklist. So you've got that. You can print that off. We always make it as nice for you as possible. And then you always get a cheat sheet that explains in more detail what each challenge is. So remember, it's never too late to get this. You could watch this video 2 years from now. And if you simply, as you can see there at the very, very bottom of our screen, sort of that ticker tape there, email us at Dr. Dawn at drdawnshoptalk.com. Just put down 2025 New year to a new you. You can even abbreviate NYNY, and we will make sure you get those. All right, you guys. So as you're joining us, I can see who's joining us. So we really appreciate you guys. You are the best. Be sure to comment. We love hearing from you and finding out what you chose to do. So I'm going to leave that up there for a little bit, asking you to comment below and share what you did. I'm excited to share with you what my non-negotiables are. And you guys, I'm so OSD. OCD. Oh my gosh, no one's going to believe this is a mocktail. My husband will tell you I have not cheated. In fact, the other night I had my faux glass of champagne. No, it was Chardonnay. Love it. If you guys need a recommendation for a good one, use Ariel. You can order it on Amazon. And he had the regular Chardonnay. Well, our wine glasses are identical. Okay, same set of wine glasses. And so if he was joining us, he would attest that I've not had one sip. I've gone to all these birthday parties, I've done all these things, and I've had mocktails at all of them. Even bought my own bottle of faux champagne. So we did have champagne. I was thinking of that. A birthday toast for my dear friend Amelia. I hope she can join us tonight. And they had regular champagne that I bought as my contribution to the birthday celebration. And I had my faux champagne. Well, the other night I reached for the glass and I chose the wrong one. As soon as I started to sip, I ran over to our wet bar and spit it out. So that is the only time I cheated. Now, listen, if it was an extremely expensive bottle of Chardonnay, maybe I wouldn't have done that. But for that, it was just your average bottle. So I thought that would be okay. So that's how committed I am. So I know it doesn't seem like it. Now, I have taken the time, per always, to glam up for you guys, get in the sparkle. I know we're coming to the end of the week where probably some people are like, okay, we're past saying Happy New Year. But listen, are we really? I mean, think about it. You get to say Happy New Year, in my opinion, for at least another week after the holiday, especially if you haven't run into someone since the new year. So don't give up on saying that. We're going to continue to say that tonight and, of course, tomorrow, our last day of the challenge. So let me share with you what my Thrive for 5 Thursday was all about. So as you know, this was supposed to be you identifying what your 5 non-negotiables are. Okay, the 5 goals that you are just not giving up on, and you're going to start your new year getting excited about those goals. Remember, if you struggle with goal setting in the past, we're definitely here to help. We can do that with one-on-one coaching. We've got lots of videos too, and podcast episodes about that as well. But one of the main reasons why people do struggle with it is because they just don't make the goals exciting enough. They don't really use visualization. They don't really tap in to how amazing it would be to see themselves in a successful light, seeing themselves accomplish it, in other words. So work on that and you'll find that your non-negotiables, you really stand by them. And as a result, you'll accomplish your goals for this year, setting you on the path to make sure your dreams are coming true in your professional life and in your personal one. So let me share what my 5 non-negotiables were, okay? So this is what I'm working on now. Number 1, I'm going back to my intermittent fasting journey, which is also going to include 2 longer fasts. If you've watched my health and wellness videos on the YouTube channel, then you guys know that I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting and the longer fast to restart your metabolism, kind of reboot your health. Well, I got to my goal weight. I achieved all of my goals. And, life threw us a curveball with my mom's passing. We knew it was coming. We just thought we still had more time with her. So when she passed away on January 11th, which is coming up, which, by the way, is the reason why in 2024, for the new year to a new you, you'll notice that we only had 2 videos. I had to stop filming on that Wednesday because that's when everything started to change. So in any case, you only have 2 videos for last year's challenge instead of 5. But if you joined us, you actually got all 5 challenges. But I say all that because for me, there was I know it's crazy to say this, but I had a little bit of, I don't know, survivor's guilt that I was really thriving and I was healthy and achieved my fitness goals because that was something that was really near and dear to my mom's heart. And although she would lose weight and gain it, lose weight and gain it, she never really got to the point that I did where, I didn't struggle with my weight for a majority of my life. It was really hard when I hit my 40s. I mean, I think I gained your typical like freshman 10 or whatever, 15, whatever it was, but it was no big deal really until I hit 40 is when I really started to struggle. So for me, intermittent fasting and starting that journey about a year and a half, 2 years ago, actually closer to 3 years ago, really made a difference with my hormones and all of that. So my non-negotiable is, even though I know that through my mom's passing and just kind of feeling guilty about it and all of that, I really gave up on some of my health goals. So although the needle on my weight range has moved up a little bit in the past, that would have freaked me out after accomplishing all that. But instead, I'm leaning into my first non-negotiable because I have these tools at my disposal. So if you watch those health and wellness videos, I show you exactly what I did. I even show you what I eat in a day. Of course, that was in maintenance mode. So now I'm going to be going back into weight loss mode, and I know I can do it. I've done it before. I know what my body responds to. So I'm going to go back to my intermittent fasting, my Mediterranean style of eating. And that's a non negotiable for me. And so to kickstart that, I'm doing dry January. So the entire month of January, I'm going to be enjoying all these different mocktails. Mm, that really is so good. And I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. So I'll be filming videos of my progress, and I'd love your support in helping me go back to what I know felt great for me. So I'll be filming all of that. So more about that later. Now, a second goal of mine, and by the way, when I write these out, I'm going to be doing a vision board video, and you're going to see that I'm going to describe the goals and come up with like a catchy title for everything, because that motivates me to come up with something really engaging and specific and fun. So I'm not going to just say intermittent fasting. I'm not going to just say the next one, which is I'm committed to weightlifting 4 times a week. I think that's very doable with my schedule. I really do. I have wonderful family like my husband, like my daughter, like my son-in-law, who all are amazing at weightlifting. And I see the benefits, especially when you're a little older. As you guys, I've said this before, I'm 58. I want 59-year-old Dr. Dawn to be in better shape than she was at 49. So weightlifting, along with my favorite cardio, which is to walk. I love walking outside, even when it's cold. In fact, you guys, Little Rock, Arkansas is having this beautiful snowfall right now. So I enjoy walking in the snow. Maybe not on the ice. I don't want to take any chances there, but if it's snowing, I'm going to be out there. Snowball fights, you name it, I'm doing it, okay? And so that's really fun. Okay, my third non-negotiable is what I discussed on Monday. My non-negotiable, when we talked about Money Matters Monday, is the cash envelope system. My husband and I are revisiting our budget. We see that we need to be saving. We've got a big trip coming up actually in the spring. We're going to Paris and Provence. So we're taking a very special big trip this year. So we need to be able to save and feel like we have a cushion and feel like we can take these once in a lifetime trips. Now, I don't say that lightly. I'm 58, he's 65. I got a chance to go to Paris, France, only because my wonderful parents sent me on a senior year trip with my graduating class from high school. The world history teachers, both of them, had this special deal for students. So I got to see 6 countries in 16 days. You guys, it was amazing to be able to go to my freshman year of college, my world civilization class, and be able to see pictures when the professor was presenting those of London and Paris and Berlin. And we even got to go to Austria, Italy. and to be able to like realize that I was just there. So it was so special, but I have not been back. And I always wanted to go back, especially to France, because I love Parisian or French cooking, wine, all the things. So dry January, yes, but by the time spring comes around, oh yeah, your girl's going to be enjoying wonderful wine pairings with amazing dinners and things like that. And then I want to explore and see the city and go to Provence, go to Normandy, all these things that we're planning. So I say all that because money matters, right? We want to be able to pay not only our bills, but have enough in savings for a cushion for emergencies and be able to plan a one big trip a year. Okay. So for us, we're both empty nesters. We have a little bit more of a luxury to do that because we don't have to also take a bunch of family vacations with kiddos. But either way, we want to make sure that we've got that cushion. So the cash envelope, again, is a non negotiable. That's number three. Number four, okay, I love learning. Lifelong learning is a core value for sure. In fact, I just discussed that the other day with my networking group, BNI. You've heard me talk about Business Networking International before, and they asked me to speak about a core value, and lifelong learning is one of those. Do you know that most employees, is somewhere in the range of 95% of employees have said that they will stay at their company longer if that company actually invests in their professional development. So it's important. It really, really is. So something to think about. So that's my non-negotiable. I want to learn one new thing each and every month. I want to take the time to learn one new thing, a new skill of some sort. So that gives me 12 opportunities in 2025. I haven't picked the one for January yet to learn something new. And as someone who loves education and, made that my vocation and my avocation before I then went on to the business side of education and then went on to management, it's important. I know the value of learning and how that not only helps you be even more fulfilled. There's lots of reasons why, but keeps your mind fresh, makes you feel young because you're not behind the times. You're learning something new. So that's my number four. Okay, let me double check my list, you guys. I'm also checking for comments as well. Number five, last but not least, is making meaningful connections. Okay, you guys. I definitely have to work on this because although I'm naturally a people person, I love people. I love spending time with family and friends. And so as we wrap up, it's 5:46. I want to be cognizant of everybody's time. But I know that I love my work and what I get to do, that if I'm not careful, I truly can be a workaholic. So I want to have more meaningful time with my family and with my friends where I'm really present. I'm not on my phone. I'm not talking about my business all the time. I mean, I'm excited to share what I'm doing in my business. Oftentimes, I'm looking for feedback and ideas, but I want to make sure my time is really meaningful. So, meaningful connections is going to be a part of that. Now, you guys know my one word for Wednesday when we talked about Say It Wednesday yesterday is momentum, right? So these five goals, I've already started on this. These five goals are going to get more and more exciting for me. Again, I'll be filming my progress on all of those goals, by the way, because as career professionals, I think it's really important to tap into what you want to achieve. Think about the future, be grateful for every single day. Again, when I think about my mom's passing, I think she did live a long, wonderful life. She had a wonderful, beautiful family that was surrounding her there to the very end. Nobody could ask for more in terms of that. But man, it just always is a reminder that time is so fleeting. You're not really here for all that long. And some of us are not even blessed enough to live to be in their 80s, right? So as someone who's 58, I'm like, okay, not getting any younger, folks. So I want to make sure all of this happens because these are important goals for me, and also for my family, especially when you look at those meaningful connections. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I want to be respectful of your time. Don't forget that tomorrow's broadcast is going to be a special noon broadcast. Okay, you guys. Oh, good. We've got some more comments. Oh, God. I'm not going to be, listen, I haven't even looked at this one yet. I bet it's from our all-star, which is going to be Jennifer. So yeah, tomorrow is a special noon broadcast. So let me just put that up there, remind you, 12 noon tomorrow. Okay, guys, because again, as much as I would love for you to spend a Friday night with us, I would rather you spend that relaxing and be with family and friends. So meet us here 12 noon. We'll go over our last challenge, which remember is Why Not Friday. And that's actually tied to one of my non-negotiables. The Why Not Friday is for you to think about and take action on one new thing that could help you either professionally or personally. So I already have mine mapped out. I can't wait to work on it tomorrow and share with you what that is. At the end of tomorrow's broadcast at 12 noon, as you can see there at the bottom of your screen, that's when we're going to announce the name of our door prize winner. All right, you guys, so let's take a look and see if we have extra comments. Oh, yes. Here's our all-star, Jennifer. I love you so much. Okay, here are the ones that she is working on. Exercise, sleep, spending time with those she cares about, reframing the negative, and read between the lines more. Oh, I love all of those. Each and every one of those can help her, not just professionally, but personally as well. And you might be thinking, does exercise help you professionally? It absolutely does. Some of the best exercise programs out there, like Jazzercise, knows that if you physically just take a break, get away from the computer and just kind of get out there, get that oxygen pumping, you will actually increase your productivity, increase your creativity. So exercise, sleep, of course, is everything. Spending time with people, right? All of that, reading between the lines. That's also very important, both in your professional and in your personal life. So way to go, Jennifer. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you for being our all-star. That is just awesome. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close us out. Let me just see if there were any other banners I needed to pop up there for you just to remind you. No, that's it. We're going to see you tomorrow at noon. I want to thank you again for joining us for our 5-day challenge for day 4. We will see you tomorrow at 12 noon, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you've been enjoying the challenges, and I hope you're ready to share with us that one thing. We're calling it Why Not? Why Not Friday? And that starts tomorrow. Take care, everyone. We'll see you then.